The Cursed Hope Diamond. It whispers tales from the depths of the earth, a mesmerizing abyss of blue. The Hope Diamond. More than just a jewel, it's a legend, a lightning rod for history, desire, and a chilling, persistent rumor. A curse that has clung to its facets for centuries. Our epic begins not with a whisper, but a roar, deep within the legendary Kollur mine in Golconda, India, during the 17th century. Imagine the scene. A sprawling, raw landscape, the cradle of the world's most coveted diamonds. From this earth was wrenched a colossal crude gem, believed to be 112 and 3/16 carats in its original state, the Tavernier blue. Its original form, far from the polished marvel we see today, was described by Jean-Baptiste Tavernier himself as violet and crudely cut, but its color was already the stuff of dreams. Enter Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, a renowned French gem merchant and intrepid traveler. He wasn't just a merchant, he was an explorer who made 6 voyages to the east, meticulously documenting his finds. He acquired this magnificent blue diamond, likely through trade or purchase, and brought it to Europe. But here, the legend takes its first dark twist. One of the most persistent tales claims the diamond was stolen, plucked from the eye of a sacred statue of the Hindu goddess Sita. This alleged act of sacrilege is said to have unleashed a vengeful curse upon anyone who dared to own or even touch it. However, it's important to note that historical records supporting this specific theft from an idol are scarce, and Tavernier himself never mentioned such a dramatic origin. As for Tavernier's demise, while the lurid story of him being torn apart by wild dogs in Russia adds to the macabre legend, historical accounts indicate he died in Moscow around the age of 84. Likely from illness or old age. In 1668, Tavernier sold this exceptional stone to King Louis XIV of France. The Sun King, captivated by its unique color, commissioned his court jeweler Jean Pitot to recut it. In 1673, the transformation was complete. The stone became the dazzling 67.125 carat heart-shaped blue diamond of the French crown, also known as the French blue. It was set in gold and suspended on a ribbon worn by the king on ceremonial occasions. For a time it seemed the curse, if it existed, lay dormant. But then came his descendants, Louis XVI and his queen, Marie Antoinette. Their reigns ended with the French Revolution, and both met their infamous end at the guillotine. And the French blue. Amidst the turmoil of September 1792, during the looting of the royal storehouse, the Garde Meuble Nationale, the French blue was stolen. For over 2 decades, its whereabouts became one of history's most tantalizing cold cases. A full 20 years and 2 days after the statute of limitations for the theft had expired. Then, in 1812, a stunning deep blue diamond of 45.52 carats surfaced in London. This stone was documented in the possession of London diamond merchant Daniel Ellison. While smaller, its characteristics strongly suggested it was a recut portion of the long-lost French blue. This is the gem we now know as the Hope Diamond. It later entered the collection of the wealthy British aristocrat Henry Philip Hope, from whom it derives its current name. Its re-emergence wasn't just about its beauty. Scientists would later discover one of its most scientifically fascinating, and for some, unsettling properties. When exposed to ultraviolet light, the Hope Diamond phosphoresces a strong fiery red for a period after the light source is removed. This rare and striking characteristic only adds to its mystique. Did the curse travel with its refashioned form? The narrative of misfortune certainly followed. While direct ownership links can be murky for some figures, legend associates tragedy with those who supposedly handled it. Jacques Collet, a jeweler who some stories claim possessed it, is said to have died by suicide, though concrete proof of his ownership is debated. Similarly, tales link Prince Ivan Kanitovsky, a Russian nobleman, to the diamond and a subsequent violent death, but these accounts are often considered part of the folklore rather than verifiable history. The Hope family themselves, after whom the diamond is named, did experience periods of financial difficulty and public scandals, leading to the eventual sale of the diamond by Lord Francis Hope to pay off debts. Coincidence or the relentless shadow of the jewel? But no owner is more famously or tragically intertwined with the Hope Diamond's supposed curse than the flamboyant American mining heiress and socialite Evalyn Walsh McLean. She purchased the diamond in 1911 from Pierre Cartier. Cartier cleverly amplified the curse narrative, perhaps to entice the adventurous Evalyn, who reportedly relished the diamond's notorious reputation. She had it reset into a stunning necklace and wore it frequently, sometimes even allowing her Great Dane, Mike, to wear it. But her life, lived in the dazzling glare of high society, was undeniably marked by profound tragedy. Her firstborn son, Vincent, died in a car accident at age 9. Her husband, Edward Ned McLean, whose family owned the Washington Post, struggled with alcoholism, was eventually declared insane, and died in a mental institution. Their marriage ended in a bitter divorce. Her daughter, Evalyn McLean Reynolds, tragically died from an accidental overdose of sleeping pills at age 25, and Evalyn herself saw the family's newspaper empire face severe financial troubles. Despite these immense personal losses, she owned the Hope Diamond until her death in 1947, never blaming the stone itself. After Evalyn's death, her extensive jewelry collection, including the Hope Diamond, was purchased by New York jeweler Harry Winston in 1949. Winston exhibited the diamond across North America for several years, often as part of charitable events. Then, on November 10, 1958, Harry Winston made a historic gesture. He donated the Hope Diamond to the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C. And how did this priceless gem arrive? In a remarkably understated fashion, sent via U.S. registered mail in a plain brown box, insured for $1 million, though the postage cost just $2.44 plus insurance. Millions now gaze upon its splendor each year, safely encased, its turbulent past a stark contrast to its quiet, climate-controlled present. So does a genuine, malevolent force truly reside within these ancient crystalline facets? Are these tales of woe the undeniable mark of a centuries-old curse, perhaps embellished from the legend of a temple theft? Or are they the dramatic, often tragic coincidences that inevitably swirl around an object of such immense value and fame, magnified by our innate human fascination with a good, chilling story? The lives of the wealthy and powerful throughout history have often been filled with drama, financial upheaval, and personal tragedy, irrespective of the jewels they owned. Perhaps the Hope Diamond is simply a silent, beautiful witness, its story enriched by each generation that falls under its spell. The Hope Diamond continues to captivate, its allure as potent as ever. A geological marvel, a historical treasure, and the star of one of the world's most enduring mysteries. What's your verdict on the curse? Coincidence, or something more? Let us know your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more dives into the world's greatest enigmas.